Wednesday, November 1st workshop. Parsonsville Planning Board, 6 p.m. Our first item is continued discussion on ordinances, processes, and procedures, which I believe Aaron has the documents that we were looking at to finalize on that discussion.
It was mainly for the 2003
Funding.
and funding, how we supposed going about doing that, and also the group with the
SMPC.
SMPC,
Yes.
and where we stood with that. And
Yeah.
that's not here. We don't have that.
No, his wife has COVID, so
Yes.
he's not able to attend tonight.
Right.
So that topic is going to have to be tabled for the moment.
Well, did you, I know there was a discussion about length of time when we could get SMPDC to do this. And I think we have, because of the number of people in the town, we have to July.
Right.
Extension.
What to extend it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Desiree. Were you asked to write a letter to the, you were not asked to write that letter
I
yet?
believe Aaron put him in there himself.
Well, yeah, I understood she was going to have her do it, but maybe I'm wrong.
My impression at watching the meeting was that Aaron and Jen were gonna work on it,
Okay.
everything for SMPDC.
But no, it went for that. It's got to go to the state.
Right,
It's
METC. or
The development
FMDC.
something.
They
Yeah.
were working on the application to send to the state.
Right.
To get the SPS.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they were already working,
Involved.
because Aaron had already been working on it, it didn't make sense for him to hand it over to me to do something that I didn't know what was going on, so.
Yep.
Yeah, that was my impression.
Other topics that we had thought we were going to discuss were not. Advise that that's not something for a workshop material. So that's, we're going to leave that alone, right where it's at.
Yeah.
And take that up at our regular planning board meeting. So item 3, reminders.
I have one thing
Oh,
that.
Desiree, please.
Yeah, so, ever trying to improve the site plan application?
Yeah.
Want to add a line for an email address.
I think that's smart in this day and age.
Right, in a world where half of them send me an email to ask if I got it, it would be just as easy for them to put it on the application to make sure I have the correct information.
Are we going to be able to put this as like a PDF format right on the town website?
It is right now, so with an okay to add that, which, I was kind of going to do it without you anyway.
I think, I don't, does anybody object to putting email? I think that's fine.
Okay.
I think whatever can expedite the matters better.
Was
Right.
it for the Parsonsville email?
No.
Planning board email? That's the
To-
one.
To add it to the site plan application to request an email address
From that.
from the applicant. So
Okay.
like, when the Blocklands and who else was here at the same time? Marble, I think it was Marble. So both of their contractors actually kind of submitted the application for them. And I didn't have emails for the contractors, and the contractors were the ones that actually kind of knew more of what was going on. Or no, not in the Marble case, but Blockland, Sam was actually here for the last meeting. So to get an email on there, get multiple emails on the application ahead of time, just cover all the bases.
Makes sense.
I will have a list of meeting dates for 24 at the next meeting, so you guys can review them and approve them for December.
How close are we on our calendars to make sure that we're not going to be losing all our members this month due to the holiday?
The meeting will be on the 15th.
16th of November. That's before even Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we're fine there.
The 15th, Alan.
Huh?
The 15th.
On the 15th. Yeah, 16th is a Thursday.
You come, John.
No, I don't think so. 15th. processes.
Well, we've pretty much hammered out the site plan application. So we need to streamline that, make that more effective.
I think so. I think that one's pretty well set.
And we have all of our proposed wording for changes to meeting bylaws.
Well, we got the bylaws and it's done.
Yeah, bylaws were,
The bylaws are done. It's the other, what was the name of the other one? What is that called? Bylaws we signed off on. What is the name of that? I'm lost for some reason. Come on. Something.
yeah, the planning board ordinance.
Yeah. The planning board ordinance.
Yeah, it was over the, how the elections worked, organization of the board.
Yeah.
uh,
Right.
Duties and powers, I think it,
We
I
did all that.
Yeah, we did that.
That was.
It's done.
Yeah.
so that one, we were waiting on definitions. We were gonna put in definitions for the board,
Yeah,
big member
Members.
versus little member,
yeah,
associate member, voting member,
yeah.
meeting versus regular meeting, and I'm pretty sure Aaron was working on that. I don't know where that was at. I can try to go back to the emails, figure out where that is.
And that was the last update that we had other than our big book, our big ordinance book.
Right, and you guys had decided to hold off
Yes.
on the ordinances because you're gonna wait till the
The
comprehensive plan
comprehensive plan's done.
done, approved, go back, make all the changes, rather than chase it down.
Right.
Do you have any reminders for us?
Is it?
I was looking at, that's where you're gonna actually dialogues.
To expand on that email address on your site plan application, because you had mentioned some applicants had multiple contractors and such, does it make sense to have a block of like communication and put email or whatever? Because you may have more than one contractor, you may have the applicant. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yeah, so on the application right now, it has the, a block for the applicant's name and mailing address, telephone number, and the email address, and then the property owner's name, mailing address, and telephone number. So it's formatting and trying to make sure that everything stays
Yeah.
on, kind of succinct, because where we added a few things last time, there's a couple lines that I could, that I could play with. I could add 2 lines for, multiple email addresses. But yeah, it's kind of, just with the formatting of it, it's kind of tough to add.
Just type that.
Yeah.
All right, super.
That's about all we can do, really, because when you're reading the bylaws about the workshop meeting, the purpose of this type of meeting is to discuss matters of board administration or procedure. And that's it. That's all you can discuss. We've discussed it. Kind of, yes.
I guess you can't really talk about it, but make sure you have what conditions you want for Keyser Commons.
For what?
Keyser Commons.
No
Talk about it.
No talk.
Can't talk about it, but the reminder to make sure you have your conditions
Individual
ready.
Opinions.
recommendations.
Or opinions, I like your word. Yeah, it's, will be tough.
And brush up on your subdivision law,
Yep.
Subdivision law, why?
as the Hasties.
Can't ask why.
Just,
That may
just-
not be so.
Can't talk about it.
Can't talk
just
about it.
be ready for it.
We have to kill you.
Are the bylaws on our webpage?
It should be, yeah. Would you like a copy, Harvey? I can bring out a copy.
Now, those bylaws, we went through those quite detailed. It took us a while to put these in place this time. These are the new ones.
Who wrote it?
All of us.
It seems pretty, it came out pretty tight.
Yeah,
They're just more clarification.
we
on the major
clarified
changes.
everything. It's about 6 pages long now, bylaws are.
I'll be proud of it in the morning and 9 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah.
You're a fast reader. 2 whole days.
Well, if I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Miss May, can you make your script bold, please,
Probably can't read your emails.
On your emails.
on your emails?
What, can I make what?
So your emails come out
They're
on
very
a
light.
dark background, light lettering, and with the cursive, it is difficult. Font and stuff makes it difficult. I have to zoom right in.
My email?
I think
Yeah.
you can put them in bold, you should be.
They're
able to-
pretty, but
Yeah, the cursive is
They're
nice.
pretty, but we don't read so well pretty.
it's like you have a signature line to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's always been that way, so it's okay.
So you've done it for like 3 years and you just not telling me this?
You don't want to take the pretty away from you.
You could take, if I can leave the signature pretty, I'll take, I'll change the body of it. I can do that. But you can take my signature away from me, I may have to hurt you.
All right, that's reminders.
That's reminders.
All right. I don't think we do public hearing. Okay.
Now I'm doing workshop.
Motion,
I got a motion.
Motion to
Second.
adjourn.
Second?
all in favor?
Good work, guys. 12 minutes. That's a record.
No.